question.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask about the unbending intent that we talked yesterday. So I said that when our thoughts, actions, feelings, and everything are aligned in one direction, like in one thing, then we call that unbending intent.
That's just putting the wheels on the axles and pointing the car in the right direction. Now you need the paramitas to give it the horsepower.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not enough just to be aligned. You also need energy, effort. What are the other ones? Discipline, love. That's not a paramita, right? But see that one's the car and the other one's the energy. But the thing is, behind you, you have the infinite energy. But you got to get to it. I mean, so much energy it'll blow your head off. I mean, it'll knock you down and you won't get up. I mean, that part's not an exaggeration. I mean, if you get that energy through a brain that's not ready, it'll knock you down physically. So okay, go ahead.
So like every night when I go to bed, you mentioned that when we practice Dharma in dreams, then we are closer.
Yes,
so
yes.
So every night when I go to bed, I remind myself that okay, I need to look at my hand in my dreams.
Yeah, but that's not what I meant for you. What I meant for you is that you're practicing Dharma all day long, no matter what you do. You know, there's a chapter that's in the Avatamsaka too, right? Yeah, you really handicap yourself by not reading the books. It really does hurt. But in there they talk about washing your face is Dharma practice, right? You know, shaving is Dharma practice. You know, walking into the store, Dharma practice. Paying for your groceries, Dharma practice. Going to the bathroom, Dharma practice, right? But they put it very, very elegantly and beautifully, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so no, you don't start your intent 5 minutes before you go to bed. You start your intent when you wake up, and then it just keeps going, right? And then you get saturated. This is what happened to me. Now, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody, because there's nothing special about me, all right? And a lot of things that aren't, okay? But from my personal experience, that's how lucid dreaming happens, because you're practicing all day and all night, formally, informally, and everything in between. And then, yeah, if he's a beginner and all he wants to do is lucid dream, you know, for a spill and a chill and a thrill, right? Well, yeah, they can go to sleep. They can set their intent 5 minutes before they go to bed, but that's not for serious people. Okay?
Okay, I think we have just a few minutes left. I wanted to ask one last question.
Okay.
So currently the conflict going on between Palestine and Israel. The conflict exists between India and Pakistan. Right?
Yes.
So at my current capacity, what can I do in those to help in those kind of situations?
Learn some history first. And look at it from, okay, so you've given me 4 different players, right? But let's take India and Pakistan. Spend time, okay, I presume you're kind of a little bit biased towards India, right?
Yeah.
So you know that's easy. Now you need to spend enough time to where you understand it from the point of view. Remember the loci practice? Use the loci practice and look at it from Pakistan's point of view. And then look at it from the point of view of the United States. Or then look at it from the point of view of Israel or of Palestine, and get a comprehensive view. See, everybody wants to like run off and take a side without knowing anything. And all that does is make things worse, right? We've got plenty of people with their hair on fire going around, you know, deciding they know the solution to the world's problems, but we don't have anybody who's understood them. Do you understand the history of the Gaza Strip? Or of Hamas or Hezbollah?
No.
All right. Well, the history of the relationship between Pakistan and India, and the history of those two countries, and also think of the Soviet Union too. And so that's what you can do. You can educate yourself and educate your friends. Start a study group. Get together 1 hour a week and say, "Hey, we're going to review, this chapter in this book, which is a good history book on this subject." That would be very helpful. People are walking around half-cocked and blind. So yeah, that'd be great. Or talk to a Pakistani. Sincerely, right? And say, hey, I'm trying to understand this. It's hard because, I was born in India. It's like, if you're born in America and you're raised with a flag You know, you tend to, it's your conditioning, right? And there's nothing wrong with that as far as it goes. But then there comes a time when you grow up and you say, wait a minute, this has to be looked at for more comprehensively, right? And so the effort needs to go on the Pakistan side, because you've already got the Indian side covered.
Yeah.
With the Israel Palestine thing, I don't feel like I'll stop on that. But you could see where the information is unbalanced, and always go where, if the herd is going somewhere, you probably don't need to worry about I mean, they can worry about themselves. They're a herd, right? But this is not a herd activity, what we're doing here. The pursuit of knowledge is not something that the herd is ever going to do. Okay? So sometimes, as you know, it can be lonely, right?
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, good.
Cool.
Ciao. Great.
Cool. Thank you.